This is what I'm doing in 2026 as a new trader to become profitable. And this is my strategy. Now, let me break this down a little bit more for y'all. Marking daily EQ, great. Now you're on a discounted price, right? Finding 4-hour order blocks gives you a way bigger position, right? Like you can target way higher liquidity because you just seen 4-hour liquidity or 4-hour building blocks were reacted off of, right? Entering off a breaker structure and fair value gap on a 5 to 15 minute is super important, specifically the fair value gap. Of course, the breaker structure, you always enter off of a breaker structure, but the fair value gap, it just gives you a way more certain chance that that trade is going to continue in the direction that you want it to, right? I'm gonna give you all a couple examples, a couple more examples of this strategy working. So boom, right here, this is a perfect example. Price goes up and up and up, then it dips down, and then it tanks higher, right? Boom, another great example. Price is in an uptrend, it dips down, and then it tanks higher. So you see we marked the swing low to the swing high. Price dips down into equilibrium, which is the daily equilibrium. On this one, we went for a 2-hour fair value gap because we've seen price reacted off of that. But bang, just like that, takes off, right? Because it hits the fair value gap, the building blocks in the 2 to 4-hour range, and then it goes higher. Another trade, we're on a downtrend. Price goes down, and then price goes up into this order block, and then bang, tanks even lower. Perfect example again of how the strategy is supposed to work. Now, on this one, you see price goes down. It takes this daily liquidity. I really could have put the swing high right here. Either way, took the liquidity and dropped lower, right? This is more of a daily building block right here, but you get the point. Same idea, right? This is the trade I just showed you. Just to go over it again, we see price rise, tank down into that order block, then shoot higher, right? And within this, you could easily find a 5 to 15 minute fair value gap for sure. This is on a 4-hour time frame though. You don't have to use my strategy. I just wanted to show y'all the strategy that I'm using to become profitable. But also keep in mind, if you're using a strong strategy, there's times where you're not going to be able to trade, and that's okay. Like, bro, there's been days where I'm just staring at the chart and I'm like, I'm not finding shit. I don't know if my strategy's working. I don't know if it's not. But it is, I promise, because that's the point of your strategy. The point of your strategy is to make sure that you have the most precise entry, bro. Like, you're not supposed to just be taking every trade. So if you have to sit a day out, that's good. That means your strategy's working and keeping you out of risk, keeping you out of trouble. You get what I'm saying? So stick with the strategy, even if it feels like, man, it's not working. Why can't I enter a trade today? It's because it's helping you, man. It's saving you, right? You don't want to take every trade. The best traders are not taking every trade. So, yeah, man. But this is my strategy. Bang, right here. Mark daily EQ. Find 4-hour building blocks. And then enter off a breaker structure and fair value gap. Let me make sure this says and. Hold on, there we go. Mark daily EQ. Find 4-hour building blocks. Enter off a breaker structure and a fair value gap on a 5 to 15 minute time frame. Now y'all got the strategy. 2026. Let's become profitable. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Until next time, watch a new trader become profitable. Hit that subscribe button. Come grow with me and watch me become profitable and become profitable with me.